WWE Monday Night Raw results winners on September 29th. Who won? Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The WWE Monday Night Raw for September 29th, 2025 has streamed live on Netflix, and now fans want to know the results. Tonight's event took place at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, with Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett serving as commentators. There was one title match tonight, and Seth Rollins addressed his upcoming crown jewel bout against Cody Rhodes. Here are the lists of winners and losers from the September 29th edition of WWE Raw. List of Netflix's WWE Monday Night Raw matches and winners on September 29th. As usual, the broadcast began by depicting the pre-show arrivals of stars such as the USOs, Rusev, and Dominic Mysterio. The live segment started with Tessitore and Barrett talking about the WWE Crown Jewel Perth, slated to take place on October 11th, 2025. Rhea Ripley took to the ring for the first segment of the night and discussed getting attacked by the Kabuki Warriors last week on Raw. Later, both Rollins and Rhodes appeared in the ring to talk about their history and what lies ahead. There were 5 matches tonight. Dominic Mysterio versus Rusev for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley, Louisiana Knight versus Kofi Kingston, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Los Americanos and the USOs versus The Vision. Dominic Mysterio versus Rusev. The first match of the night was between Dominic Mysterio and Rusev for the former's WWE Intercontinental Championship. Mysterio ultimately caught his opponent with a low blow, pinned him, and retained his title. Bayley versus Raquel Rodriguez. In the second match, Bayley took on Raquel Rodriguez. The latter had Roxanne Perez in her corner, and she eventually played a key role in Rodriguez's win over Bayley. LA Knight versus Kofi Kingston. LA Knight wrestled Kofi Kingston in the next match. They put on a great show utilizing their skills. Knight ultimately won via pinfall. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Los Americanos. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles took on Rayo Americano and Bravo Americano of the Los Americanos in the fourth bout of the night. Styles pinned Bravo and won the match for his team. The USOs versus The Vision. Jimmy and Jay USO fought Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in a tornado tag team match. Roman Reigns arrived and helped the USOs win as the night ended. 5 theories. Why Roman Reigns ignored Jimmy USO upon WWE return. Roman Reigns made his earth-shaking return on Monday Night Raw, but the WWE Universe observed that the OTC seemingly ignored Jimmy USO upon his comeback. In the main event of the Red Brand, the USOs faced Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed in a tag team match. However, when the Vision members were destroying the Samoan Twins, the original tribal chief made his return and rescued the USOs. Afterward, Roman Reigns was seen hyping the Yeet Master, but Big Jim was standing in the background. Roman has no such interaction with Jimmy, which suggests that he may have ignored Jimmy USO upon his return. In this article, we will discuss 5 theories about why Reigns ignored the Samoan star on Raw. Over the past few weeks, Jey Uso's behavior has changed drastically, and he now appears to be more authoritative than Jimmy USO. This is also why Big Jim compared him to Reigns, noting that he doesn't have the Ula Fala around his neck to give commands. With Jey seemingly on the path of the OTC, Roman Reigns may be grooming him as the next tribal chief in the Samoan family. This could explain why he only interacted with him upon his return and sidelined Jimmy USO on Raw. Jey USO personally contacted Roman Reigns. In a previous episode of the Red Brand, Jey USO was seen talking on the phone backstage. However, when Jimmy asked Jey who he was talking to, he didn't reveal the name. Many believe that Roman Reigns was the person behind that conversation. So, it's likely that Jey might have personally called the OTC to check in and to help the USOs against The Vision. That was why Reigns returned and only kept a check on the Yeet Master to set the stage for Jey and the OTC versus The Vision. Another possible reason Roman Reigns ignored Jimmy USO upon his return could be WWE's strategic move to book Reigns and Jey versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The OTC is not expected to face Seth Rollins for a while, at least not at Crown Jewel, as Rollins will clash with Cody Rhodes. Considering this, WWE might prefer to book Roman Reigns and Jey versus the Vision members in a tag team match. Triple H might write Jimmy USO off television for a few weeks and book this tag team showdown instead. The aggressive behavior of Jey isn't loved by Jimmy USO, especially when he chose to side against LA Knight despite the megastar rescuing them a few weeks ago on Raw. On the other hand, Roman surely wanted to see the more aggressive side of the Yeet Master. The reason the former undisputed champion might have ignored Jimmy is that he may have felt Jimmy was holding Jey back from reaching his true potential. Even in the upcoming episode of Raw, Roman and Jimmy might have a conversation about the same. In the absence of the